Well, Janae, you know what they say. They say a series, it doesn't start until
a team wins on the road.
Heck yeah. Well, Anthony Edwards, C.J. McCollum,
already
they made sure by that standard. We got a couple of series here, my friends. Let's start with the game that ended at 1:25 a.m. Eastern time. Shout out to all the real ones.
Yes.
Who stayed up for this one because it was an absolute battle. Hey, Denver converted on 3 4-point plays in the first quarter, Brian. That's the most in a single quarter in the play-by-play era. So Denver was firmly in control after the first quarter.
Firmly control for a while.
Yeah, they were. Things took a turn, though, in the second. The Wolves down 10. Here they come. Julius Randle, we were asking for a big game from him, and he certainly delivered here, G.
Oh,
look out.
Body.
Anthony Edwards.
See this in the regular season. Do you not see this enough? Jamal Murray loves to take these shots. Guard him.
That was you? I thought I heard something. And it looks familiar, yeah, it's because he did the exact same thing in Game 4 of the 2024. Absolutely. Defensively in this game, offensively in Game 1. Jokic drives. How often do you see this today?
Oh, very.
Why?
Because he couldn't lay it up because he thought Bear was going to miss it.
Well, there you go. And then Nikola here, he passes up the floater, gives it to Christian Brown, who is fouled here. Brown goes to the line. He only makes 1 of 2. Here's Jokic on passing up that floater.
What's coming?
Sniper didn't get him that time.
A-Rod ready to celebrate with his team. And now they head back to Minnesota with this series all tied up at 1 game apiece. Ant-Man, he looked a little hobbled early in this game, but he really found his stride. He finished with exactly 30 points. It's his 16th game in the playoffs with at least 30. And look at that. All other Timberwolves players in postseason history combined.
Wow.
They only combined.
With all due respect, it wasn't much of a postseason history before he got there.
Okay, Brian.
Fair.
Peed in your cheerleaders?
Well, just say like
here's Ant on his role as a leader after Game 2.
In that first quarter, man, it wasn't going our way. They got like 3-and-1 threes, couple miscommunication, backdoor layups. So just coming in the timeouts, talking to guys, uplifting guys, like, hey, we good. We down 15, but we good. We're going to make a run, and let's see what we do. Let's see what they do when we punch them back in their mouth. So, yeah, just knowing when to be a leader and when to get on guys.
Well, some of the keys offensively as to really get in the rhythms.
Go out for Jokic, Jamal, all the bad defenders, Tim Hardaway, Cam Johnson, Aaron Gordon, the whole team. Like, just go at them.
They're all bad defenders.
Yeah, they're all bad defenders.
Whoa, bop, 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 bop. Okay,
Whoa.
Danny, would you have gone that far?
I mean, you know me, I'm not that type of guy. But he better stand on business because this is wild. If you're going to say this after Game 2, we've seen some things said early. Like, you don't say it that early in
the team that loves to smoke, though.
For sure. But, you know, now they're targeting you in every action, a lot of action. So you better be ready for it. And, again, for me, I think it's a little wild. We've seen guys complain about things or bring certain things. Don't poke the bear too early. Jokic, he's known to have historical nights against Rudy before. He might have one against you. They may put you in every action now.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You
got to be careful.
You got to be very careful.
the thing is, he is correct. The Nuggets ranked 28th in defense.
They
this
are bad
year.
defensively.
That is not debatable. And they were slightly better after the All-Star break. They were like 20th, but that's because a third of the team was tanking, or a third of the league was tanking. So what he said was not really controversial. Now, smart, that's a different thing that you're talking about. It may not have been smart, but I don't think it was controversial.
But when you're talking about what the Timberwolves found, they didn't find bad defenders in Game 2. What was it that they were able to do to even up this series?
They got stops. I know that we want to focus on what they did offensively, and they had some key plays. They got stops. Like, Denver has to win games with their offense. That is how they are built, very clearly. I saw Chris Finch at 3 different points in this season. I was at Timberwolves games like in December, like February, and March. And all 3 times he said the same thing. Rudy is being great for us. He is really helping us. He's keeping us afloat. For everything that people want to say about Rudy, and there are times when Rudy invites scorn, including when he complains about his own teammates for not throwing him the ball, Rudy delivers. And in this game, he was brilliant defensively.
He was brilliant offensively in Game 1, and that's why it was so concerning that the Timberwolves lost, because you're wasting a night like that from your big man. He was brilliant defensively here in Game 2, even despite getting in early foul trouble. Here's what Ant-Man had to say about his big man.
I told him, like, bro, we ain't bringing no double team. You gonna go out him one-on-one all night and stop fouling. Like, stop going for the reaching, and, you know, because he's gonna flop and they're gonna call a foul. So just play him straight up. If he make a shot over you, cool. That's what he do. He gets paid to make those shots. So let's go, Rudy. Let's go.
3 or 4 times in the clutch when Jokic was trying to go one-on-one with you and wasn't successful. What were you seeing in that? How were you able to?
I was lucky because I'm not a top 3 defender cannot do that. So I was lucky.
And Rudy did just that. He heard Ant-Man, stop fouling, play him. You can tell it's some fatigue. And when you're fatigued, you go to what you know. And Jokic, he loves that left shoulder, getting to that right hand. Rudy knows this. He's been playing him for damn near a decade now. So knowing that, he's giving him some space, but also giving him some resistance, not letting him get to that right hand, making him force him go to left hand, knowing that he doesn't want to get there. Gets to that right hand hook. Rudy contested. Little tricks earlier. Same situation. Gets Jokic off the block a little bit further now, making him work some. Knowing he wants to get to that right hand, kind of shading him some. It's one-on-one. They got all the space in the world to work. As you can tell, Jokic taking his time because he's a little fatigued. But as he goes, he gets to that paint, gets to the mid-range or that paint area, trying to get to that left shoulder, pump fakes. Rudy's on it. Knows he's coming back right. A couple guys showing a little bit of crowd right there on the contest.
Discipline.
Tough shot. Get the tip out. If you can't get the rebound, smack it to a teammate. He does that. They get a lot of good stops down the stretch.
So he is their defensive superstar. I want to focus on the offensive superstar because Anthony Edwards, he started the day questionable, but he finished the day unflappable, honestly, because we saw Jokic trying to poke the bear a little bit, and he kept his cool. And this was a game where Jamal Murray's shot was different, but this was a team that came from a big deficit, and he started cooking. We saw on the highlight, like that finish. Only Anthony Edwards can get that finish where he takes contact, hang time, and still fights his way through the rim. And then on top of it, he knocks down the 3 the next possession down. And so I was just impressed. He had 30 points. He had double-digit rebounds.
Yeah.
He is truly a superstar, and normally he starts and leads with fire, but it was more of a chill mode that actually got them the win.
Well, and I totally agree with you. I mean, the defense by Jaden McDaniels on Jamal Murray, there was a clip we just showed at the 4-minute mark of Murray with his hands on his knees.
Yep.
And this was also at the 9-minute mark. It was probably at the 11-minute mark here where he was tired. He worked him over here. He played all but 13 seconds in the fourth quarter. And I think certainly offensively, when you watch this Denver team down the stretch, there was a lot of short shots as far as stuff that got right at the rim. There was a Jokic 3 here, but I thought the defense on Murray really kind of set the tone for the fourth quarter.
And we'll see how that travels, right, as this series heads back to Minnesota. Also, just shout out Julius Randle, 18 points in the first half. We'd asked for a big game from him, and he certainly delivered here. Let's get to some news, though, out of Chicago that came in today.